So I just received the Mrhua QB 1000 watt grow light, and I have it installed in my shelf for propagating cuttings. So I just got this and I just installed it, and we will come back after 1 week and see what the progress is. So as we know, these cuttings need light and humidity and warmth to grow roots, can grow fast. So I have a bunch of cuttings here that haven't actually grown any roots yet. So let's see the progress after 1 week. We have this little, they call it a wet stick, that it's just a trunk with a little growth there. I have some Monstera adansonii cuttings in perlite, and they don't actually have any roots yet. I just stuck them in the perlite yesterday. And we have some super small, like, I think these are just little nodes that still haven't turned to mush yet. Let's see what it's gonna happen after 1 week. And interesting thing is I have this cutting that has no leaf. Let's see if it will live. And this thing here that's just one leaf, and it refuses to die. And we have a string type plant here, so it's currently just 2 nodes. So there's a pair of leaves there and another little pair of leaves there. And we have some Syndapsis silverian cuttings with 3 leaves. So this grow light is actually very, very bright. It's daylight color, and it's not yellow or blurple. It's quite wide and heavy. There is no fan, so it's quiet. I like it that it's quiet, but it gets really hot, this panel. So you cannot, I don't see myself mounting this on the ceiling or at the top of the shelf, because it's really, really hot and needs the space to dissipate the heat. But yeah, look at that. It's so bright. You can feel this is I can feel that this is a really, really powerful light. So these are my cuttings in a tray. I have a bunch of rooting on the side, but they're like really sad plants. Let's see what will happen to them after 1 week in this grow light. We have more cuttings inside. Monstera constellation that's rooting. Very, very sad looking plant there. Yeah, so I'll see you guys in a week. I'll take a shot of the top there. So it's a lot of really, really bright LEDs there. But the color of this thing is bright white light, not orangey, not purple or blue or red. And there's a warning sign there that it gets hot, so do not touch it. And it's a power supply, and the plug that I have, it's connected to smart plug. So my existing light is just really cheap, like gooseneck type one that has like timer for 12 hours, 8 hours, and 3 hours. So let's push the limit of this other grow light, the new one, the Mrhua 1000 watt. I have it attached to a smart plug that will turn on at 7:30 in the morning and turn off at 9:30 in the evening. So that's like 14 hours of really bright light. So it's I hope that it's gonna push my cuttings to root or grow faster there. Alright, let's see you guys in a week. So I'd like to do an update on the video I did last time. See what's up with this grow light that I bought from Amazon. And I've been using it for like more than a week, maybe like 10 days. And now I'm updating as to what the effects are on the plants. As you can see, there's a lot of additions. Like I started reading the satin pothos cuttings. And over here we got more satin pothos. And I think this is an exotic leaf. And I moved over the string of hearts from the spag to the moss. From the moss to the soil. And this is an existing one. Also a variety of satin pothos called Silver Yan. We still have cuttings here. These are the Monstera adansonii. And the Monstera adansonii here got added with, I think this is a neon philodendron and silver splash pothos, syndapsis. So they're all here, a lot of originals. Let's take a look at them. So the most prominent growth that I have is actually this wet stick philodendron pink princess. I think this one broke like a growth spurt. It had a growth spurt, so look at it. It's before there was like nothing, and now there's this thing growing down there. So I'm just like super happy. And also let's check out the roots, if any of them like rooted. I think this one was from the original one, and I'm pretty sure it rooted, though this big leaf is starting to yellow. We can see like a growth there, so I'm really happy. I think this is a sign of a good thing when like this leaf kind of gets sucked up its power and it goes to a growth or like roots. So let's see if we got roots. We got a big fat root. Look at that. It's like so long. Wow, this guy's doing great. Let's see if anything popped up at the bottom. Oh my gosh, look, it's starting to pick out the bottom. So this is great. The roots are doing good. This guy, although it's sparsely leaved, is actually doing well. So these are 2 cuttings. One is shooting out a new growth. I hope there's like a root down there. Don't want to like dig too much to disturb it. It's doing its own thing. So that one is doing great. Especially this guy. It's doing super great. And the string of hearts is also doing great, although it's really small. Like a new growth shoot out there. So this is basically just a 2-node cutting. Almost nothing, but the baby leaf is starting to grow like another node. And the bigger leaf one, there's like growth shooting out there at the bottom. So I think these are going to be 2 separate plants. We can like chop off this branch here if this other guy, the smaller guy, gets better. And they shoot out their own branches. So I also noticed in the string of hearts that it's got so purple, if you can see the color. I think it's got a little bit like sun stress. But it's actually a good thing for this plant. It brings out like the variegation that everyone wants for the string of hearts. It's more purple. So because of this super grow light, it's bringing out the color in the plant. So this guy is new and I think it's rooted yet, but it's been here a couple of days and the leaves are looking happy. Also, this guy is new. And this is new, and the Mrhua, nothing much is happening. It doesn't look like it has any new thing, but it's still alive, still hanging in there. So it might take a while for it to root. I'm rooting some Melansonia cuttings in perlite, but let's check out the ones in water first. So, these ones exploded, really. The roots exploded in the past couple of days. So I'm really happy that quickly rooted. Look how strong the roots are. So there's just all under this grow light that I have like in a timer setting. And I feel like it's really bright. I lowered the shelf. And it's also helping with the heat. So I have a heat mat, but I feel like sometimes it needs to turn off because the grow light itself, the heat emanating from the grow light is enough to heat up my little greenhouse here. So it's 20 degrees in the mat, but it's actually the ambient temperature outside is in this room is just above 19 degrees. So that's I'm super happy about that. You know, if they define something that is sun-like, a sun-like grow light, it's not just it's a white colored light, but it's powerful enough to actually heat up what's under it. So it's helping the greenhouse not only with the brightness and the full spectrum lights. I don't have any of those light meters that can measure this, but I have a ton of grow lights, and like this light here is like the brightest one. So let's just give a peek under it. All those LEDs, see? Go. There's the power supply. So it has a warning there that it's hot, and it is pretty hot. So do not like mount this in the ceiling, touching the ceiling. It's not really recommended. So have like a bit of space over it, and don't put your plants too near. Have a buffer space around it so the air circulates. And yeah, so that's what I think of this grow light. It's amazing. I love it. And the plants are happy. They'll keep growing. Hopefully my super baby philodendron pink princess will pop out the leaf soon. So excited. Yay. And that's it for this grow light. Super happy.